The Philippines, an emerging economic dynamo, slowly regaining its rightful place as one of Southeast Asia's growth leaders. Like a vessel negotiating turbulent waters, braving the many domestic and regional political and socio-economic headwinds, constantly battered by the catastrophic effects of a fast-changing world. Upon its deck, a cargo of over 103 million passengers. Young, upbeat, resilient. Despite the turbulence, the vessel is set on a steady course, cruising at a brisk 6 to 7% growth rate in the last decade, well on track to become one of Asia's leading economies. Below deck, its twin engines of growth powerfully roar. The twin engines of energy and transportation. Of the two, it could be argued that the shipping industry is unequivocally more vital to the nation as the country industrializes. For an archipelago of about 7,641 islands, the national economy is quite literally kept afloat by the ebb and flow of trade borne by the Philippine merchant marine industry. Shipping remains the major infrastructure by which our islands are linked. Even the almighty generators and transmission lines that power our nation rely on an integrated and coordinated maritime transport network to ferry men, materials, and machinery through the country. And in times of calamity, shipping is even more vital in recovery efforts, transporting much-needed relief to affected regions. Thus, as the country positions to build, the critical role of maritime transport in ensuring a network of seaworthy fleets supported by quality seafarers and capable shipyards has never been more vital. The Philippine inter-island shipping industry is alive and well, thanks in large part to innovative shipping companies like Cocalyong Shipping Lines under its visionary leader Chester Cocalyong. With a single-minded focus on serving Filipino travelers and businesses within the Visayas and Mindanao, Cocalyong Shipping Lines has maintained a steady course that continues to benefit inter-island travelers and businesses that rely on safe and reliable sea transport. In the Philippines, it takes extraordinary commitment and investment to uphold the international maritime standards. To ensure the best possible safety and reliability of its vessels along their whole life cycles, Cocalyong Ships underwent an extensive program of certification for the soundness of its vessel structure and design, conducted by two international classification societies, the Bureau Veritas from France and the Registro Italiano Navale, or RINA, from Italy. This in turn allows greater protection and indemnity coverage by one of the biggest maritime underwriters, QBE. As the trade winds shift in the country's favor, Cebu's role as the nation's commercial shipping and shipbuilding hub, serving over 80% of the country's inter-island shipping needs, has never been more crucial. For the last quarter of a century, Cocalyong Shipping Lines has done its fair share of the heavy lifting. Every single day, over 700 companies rely on Cocalyong's fleet to ferry tons upon tons of cargo to and from Visayas and Mindanao. From raw materials to packaged goods to industrial machinery, including fruits and vegetables, add up to millions of tons of cargo annually. And in one recent occasion, Kokalyong Shipping Lines ferried across thousands of tons of relief goods to aid fellow Filipinos in distress. Such is the value and impact of Kokalyong Shipping Lines service. In November 2013, the deadliest typhoon in recorded history ripped through the Visayas Islands, wiping out whole villages and islets and taking over 6,000 lives and billions in property. Responding to the urgent cries for help, Kokalyong Shipping Lines transported relief goods free of freight charge. From the eastern Visayan ports of Calbayog and Palumpon, Kokalyong Shipping Lines boldly responded with a seaborne caravan of life-sustaining aid to the devastated regions of Leyte, hardest hit by the Category 5 Hurricane Haiyan, locally designated as Typhoon Yolanda. Through this dark chapter of our nation's history, Kokalyong Shipping Lines extended a helping hand through the Edgar Kokalyong Foundation, which donated 500,000 pesos worth of sacks of rice and bottled water to residents of Palumpon and San Isidro Leyte. This is in addition to yielding its vessels to ship tons of emergency relief goods in the aftermath of Yolanda. For this humanitarian gesture, Kokalyong Shipping Lines was presented a plaque of appreciation by the Marina. The Kokalyong Shipping Line story is but one of many Cebuano success stories. Wrought from humble beginnings, pit against great economic odds, continually challenged by nature and circumstances. But what truly sustains it is but a simple truth: that a business must not only be profitable, it should sincerely serve its customers through good times and bad. As its catchy jingle zestfully reveals, Kokalyong Shipping Lines, always in motion. We serve the seas.